Rival Stars fans, welcome back here to the HRG stables. As you see, our beautiful colt right here is about to be fully mature. We're going to go ahead and do that right now in today's video. And there he is, Ember Army. Go ahead and meet him and see what he looks like at his best. And here is a full-grown Ember Army. 7-star stallion, my first ever in this game. He's absolutely beautiful. And let's go ahead and go into photo mode. And let's see the different poses we can get. Actually, let's get him on a different course. Yeah, let's get him somewhere we can really see him. Beautiful guy. I've never had a horse like this before, so I'm really excited to actually race with him. And I'm gonna try to keep track of what my horses are able to do. PvP wise, I routinely just do the events, and then, you know, if I get trophies, it saves in my game, but I'm not like consciously keeping track. But I want to start doing that because some of my horses are awesome, and we're building some really good stories with them. So I think this is going to be an exception of the typical videos I do where I split them up. I think I'm just going to let this roll on and just kind of treat this as just like an extended episode. So I'm not into the story mode in this game at all. I'm just, I do what I need to do to prestige and to level up and to gain items or whatever, but I find it funny that they just change like the colors of like their clothes depending on the season, which, I mean, that's cool. I'm just being funny, but it's like that's how they, you know, they keep the characters from just kind of getting stale, especially if you play this game all the time. I don't play this game every day. I'm making the habit of doing that. I'm really finding myself enjoying this game a little bit more as of recently. And again, I'm still trying to figure out the type of content to do with this game. Like I feel like I've done a lot of different videos. Some have performed well, some haven't, and I just don't really know what to do. I suppose the best thing to do is just to play the game and enjoy it, right? That's probably what most would suggest for me, but I would like also to have a series going on with this game that can be enjoyable. So it's foaling season. There you are. I have great news. Foaling season has started. For a limited time, you'll earn points and unlock rewards for breeding quality horses, tasks, and points. Foaling season is simple here in Rival Stars. You breed any 2 horses that are at least grade 2 or above. You'll earn 2 points for every resulting foal that is also a grade 2 or above. An expert can maximize their points through skillful breeding. Access Learn More for more detailed instructions. Once you've earned enough points for a reward, it's cause for celebration. You can collect your rewards at any time during the foaling season by returning to the event and claiming your prize card. Everyone is eager to get to work, blah, 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 blah. So this is something I want to take advantage of, but again, I just mentioned it a minute ago. I have to play this game every day. And it's not that I don't have the time. I'm just not really sure how I want to go about doing that. Because there's a lot of little things I can kind of attend to in this game with breeding, steeplechase mode, live event, story mode. Like, this game is getting more and more, you know, developed. It's crazy to think I've been playing this game since launch. And when I say that, I mean since the game dropped, whatever year that was. I've been playing it since then, off and on. But, you know, I was one of the first players. As soon as I saw Rival Stars was in the App Store, I downloaded it ASAP, like as soon as it went live. And it's really kind of, now that the game has developed a lot more, it's crazy to see how far the game has come. Because if you didn't play this game when it first launched, or you've just recently, you know, become familiar with it, these things may not seem as big of a deal. But some of these changes, I promise you guys, like, they have really, I think, taken the game to another level. Even this little detail here, this screen, this was not the case over 2 years ago in this game, where, you know, you can look at your horses this closely, essentially in your paddock in close detail. You cannot do this. So that's pretty special. I just upgraded my stables finally, if you're wondering what I just did, because I was stuck at only being able to breed 6-star horses, which would be the lady, the beautiful girl you're looking at here, Snow Ember, our mare. Now I can actually breed grade 7 horses, or 7-star horses, which is this guy down here that we just saw mature, Ember Army. I love his look, man. He's kind of got an intimidating look to him, but he's still so beautiful. So I really hope that he becomes an awesome PvP live event horse for us. So what I'm going to actually do I will equip him with the skill. Let's do bonus times 15% or plus 15%. So when we place third or better, we will be able to rank up. Apologize for that. Let's go ahead and customize this guy. That's something I haven't done. And yeah, I like to give my horses all pretty unique looks. I don't want to spend my roses because that just feels like a waste. I don't have any gold to spend, so I don't know how different he's going to look. I really like this saddle, this porcelain silk. I feel like it's the equipment I use on most of my horses, but they're obviously, you know, among some of the most expensive. Unfortunately, Kelburn. I mean, I might as well use it since I haven't put it on any of our horses before. It's not 100% my thing, but I'll deal with it for the time being. Basic navy, saddle pad. I want him to look unique, but I'm not sure what colors will really work for him. I'm a sucker for the Crimson Hearts because it reminds me of the Queen of Hearts, or the Queen in Alice of Wonderland, like the cards from the original movie and her deck of cards. That style reminds me of that. That's basically, and by the way, it's my favorite movie of all time. The original Disney Alice in Wonderland. The original Disney. The live remake is okay, but the original Disney movie, that is my favorite, at least my favorite animated movie of all time. So I kind of like the way this looks. I do. But you know what? You guys will let me know, please. In the comment section below, if you're watching, let me know what saddle pad you like the best. Do you like the Crimson Hearts that I have on right now? No, won't be using that. I don't really like how that looks either. So yeah, we'll either go with the Crimson Hearts, okay? The green, I think, is kind of a nice contrast here with his coat. So maybe the green Harlequin Tempo saddle pad here. And actually, it's just going to be between those two because I don't genuinely like anything else. So either this one or this one. I think for starters, I'm going to stick with the Harlequin Tempo. But if you guys think I should change back to the Crimson Hearts, please let me know. Okay, headwear. Now, for those of you that know me from Horse Racing Gamer on YouTube, or, you know, you've been following me enough on TikTok, you know I like to give my horses headwear. It's just my thing. I like the look it gives them. Horses are already beautiful, and I like sometimes that you can kind of, you know, accentuate that, essentially, with even more kind of creative aesthetics, so to speak. The horses are already beautiful naturally, you know, with just their coats, but when they're obviously in a performance type setting and environment, they're uniform essentially. They're workhorses. I think sometimes people forget that. As beautiful as they are, they're workhorses. They're a work animal. They're like, you know, dogs or any other creature that humans have worked alongside with for, you know, hundreds of thousands of years. So their uniform essentially is what I would consider obviously their racing attire, or whatever, you know, you're doing with them. Steeplechase, I mean, anything. So as far as his headwear is concerned, I'm pretty undecided. I don't know if I want to give him headwear, though. I feel like he's pretty darn unique and beautiful without it. I don't know if he needs the headwear, you know what I mean? I feel like this is one of those rare cases where I wish this option. I wish this game had shadow rolls as like a permanent, like just category in its own self. But like you have to get it with like the bridal category here. I just wish it was like a separate thing. Because I like some of these bridals, but like they don't have like a shadow roll or something. You know, like I would like to have that creative customization. Yeah, you guys feel free to let me know what you think looks good with him. Jade Jewel. Not really. I don't think I'm feeling that one particularly. Then again, it is like it's something I've won from a live event, so I feel like I should be using those by now. I don't want to waste them. I don't really know if I like how that looks, but I might stick with it just because it's different. This porcelain silk, again, I like all the porcelain silk equipment across all the categories. This is my favorite. Let me see how this looks in photo mode. Maybe this will help because I'm really undecided. Um, hmm. I don't know if it looks dorky or if it's cute. I can't decide. I kind of like it though. I mean, I'm kind of dorky, so that would make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it actually. Ember Army, like it looks something like from like the medieval times or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like the war horses back then or whatever they were referred to as. I mean, some of them were just transportation horses. I actually like this. I'm gonna stick with it. But again, if you guys think I should change it, then feel free to let me know because ultimately, if you guys say, "Hey, I think it would look better with this," I'll probably go with that. Probably. I could just be like, you know what? No, I'm doing my thing this time. All right, so there is 7 star Ember Army, our newest horse. And there's a lot of other horses I really need to figure out what I want to do with them. Um, I just kind of bounce around, and I feel like that's kind of bad. I will get back to doing breeding again. I want to get into that more and more because that's really the best way to get the best horses. You really have to kind of take your breeding seriously. Now, if you're just breeding just for coats and aesthetics, like that's fine. But if you're trying to breed your horses to actually be competitive and good, then you do have to take it a little bit more seriously and not care as much about the aesthetics. Actually, I wanted to check something with the coats and the pedigree of our newest 7 star horse here, Ember Army. Let's go here. Let's go to coat. So his base color is still hidden. Actually, they're all hidden. I thought I unlocked these. Did I not? His head marking is the faded star at the top. His eye color is considered brown. And here's the pedigree. Snow Ember, she's one of my original 6 star horses here. That is his grandmother, I believe. Yeah, that's his grandmother. Faint Ember was his father. Faint Ember also came from Snow Ember by Faint Right. And I like that they give these horses categories too, thoroughbred. Like that's awesome. These things were in the game when it first came out, I promise you. So this is all kind of exciting to me as someone that's watched the game. Like I have talked about things strongly disliked with Rival Stars, and there are still some things I don't like, and I do wish that they will improve or fix or update. But I'm realizing like it's no point in like stressing out about it. If it's gonna change, it's gonna change. I'm just trying to evolve my mindset as a gamer to not always be so obsessed with every little detail because then that takes the fun out of it. And I do still like this game. It's not stressful, you know, like this is a game I can just play. I don't really have to stress out about it too much. And aesthetically, it's very calming to me. Like there's no other horse racing game I can play that gives me a more calming vibe than playing Rival Stars, you know. And I think sometimes people miss out on that. Like even if you don't like the game from a competitive perspective, like it's just kind of an enjoyable, relaxing horse racing game to play. I don't think you have to take it so seriously, you know. That's clearly not the point. Um, I kind of just giving this guy all of my diet plans, which is fine. +5 for speed specialist. He has that going on at the level 3, or the 3 level. Gosh. Sprint balancer as well here on the right. That's another diet plan he's on. That gives him +2 sprint energy. So when you look at his stats now, I think his speed, all these stats obviously are, I think, yeah, all the stats are finalized here. So his speed is 58, his sprint energy is 60, acceleration 62, agility 59, and jump 57. He's pretty well balanced, and that's because I intentionally, had both of his parents essentially have balanced stats. I wanted to make sure we would get a balanced horse. And you see some fall bonuses that we got. I don't know if I got the max because I wasn't, again, logging into this game every day. But yeah, like I think he has room to be a decent horse. So his max potential here says he'll be 155 for all stats except his agility will be at 158. I don't know how high that is in the grand level of like 7-star horses, but I guess that's something I'll have to figure out. All right, so let's just get him into one race. I feel like I've taken a lot of time here, but hopefully you guys have at least enjoyed kind of the update and just different pacing here. I don't know if I'll do this on a regular basis, but for now, like, again, just figured I should. All right. I mean, again, look at all, before I get into this race, I keep getting distracted, but You have live events, which has always been in the game, flat racing, which has always been in the game, steeplechase, which is a completely new feature that was not in the original game, cross country, the same thing, not in the original game, and free roam. Like, guys, Rival Stars essentially only started off as these two categories on the left. There were the other three to the right did not exist at all. So the fact that it's added three categories since its launch, that's pretty impressive. Like, most games don't take the time to do this. So I think Pickpock is trying, and that's why I'm being, less less nitpicky about the game like I used to be, because I'm realizing they're actually putting in quite a bit of work. And I think if you look at it from that perspective, you kind of come to appreciate more of what they're trying to with the game in that regard. So let's just go ahead and hop into our first race here with Ember Army and see how this turns out. And there he is, Mr. Army. It's plus 62 for sprint energy, and acceleration also at 62. So we are the favorite. Looks like a field of 8. This race is not where we're supposed to be distance-wise or track surface, but it doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and run this race myself. I don't usually do this. I just simulate it because it just saves time. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you guys enjoy this. You don't even have to comment. If, as long as you leave a like or a heart, whichever social media app you're watching this on, then I would greatly appreciate it. That will let me know that I should continue to do these type of videos every blue moon when it comes to Rival Stars. Like, look at this. This is beautiful. You don't get to see this in other horse racing games that you play. Non-Gallop Racer, Starter's Orders looks like this, like contextually, but not aesthetically as far as like the extreme detail and color. Starter's Orders 7, if you know about that game, Champion Horse Racing, iHorse Racing, I think. Like, none of those games really come close. Wow, really slow start, but he gets off and out amazing here for Ember Army. So we're going to go ahead and send him straight to the front. I might change the saddle pad from the green, but I actually kind of like the bridle. It's growing on me a little bit, because I like just kind of the shading, the darker shading around his eye. I don't really want that to be covered up by a hood or a mask, so I'm going to keep him like this, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's best to keep him like that, so... He's on cruise control. I think he should be pretty strong. Again, the parents and the pedigree in general is actually a pretty solid pedigree. It's probably one of my strongest in the game so far. I'll have to double check the others. So there's a good chance he could actually be a pretty competitive live event multiplayer horse once I get him maxed out. So that's kind of going to be my focus. Man, and cruise control. Now, obviously, you always win your first race pretty easily, but... I don't win by these type of margins usually with my horse's first time out. So that's actually pretty impressive. But this is not even a surface or a track he's supposed to be on. So, yeah, wins by pretty much 3.5 seconds. Pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. So that's Ember Army, our newest horse, making his first debut here for us, winning at Three Oaks. Feel free to let me know your thoughts. And guys, that will do it for this video. Again, do let me know if you like this style of video. I will do this more often with Rival Stars going forward. So appreciate you guys. Much love. Enjoy your day, evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you later. Goodbye.